That's right. Yeah.
It is. That is the advantage. Very good. All right. Welcome. If you are watching the replay, you just missed the first half. So sorry about that. Okay, we're going to go on to the next section, which is for our furry friends. And this is a very, very popular topic on the 4th of July, because for those of us that have pets, that can literally be one of the worst days of the year. And in our neighborhood, it's about a week leading up to it and a week after, because we don't just celebrate on the 4th. Am I right? Woo.
Our neighbors don't anyway.
Our neighbors don't anyway. So, so for your pets, my all-time favorite, and I forgot to grab this one before I left, but my all-time favorite is an oil blend called Tea Away. And I am going to insist that you grab a desk reference, or that you open up your app and you look at all, I think it's 21 oils that make up the blend Tea Away, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's, well, maybe it's $21, 21 something. There's a ton of oils blended together to make Tea Away, and some of them are exceedingly expensive oils. And so my best hack, my best economical hack for everyone is, both for you and your kids and your pets, get Tea Away, because it's the least expensive way to get some of those highly sought after oils at a really great price. And you can use it on people just as easily as you can pets. So Jen, I know you mentioned calming for animals. How do you like to apply the oils, or how do you use them that day?
I just apply them right to our dogs. I know you're
Okay.
used to it with caution, but our dogs are around them so much.
They're used to it. Yep. So where do you put it?
I just apply it up to their collar.
Okay, perfect. So you put it on their collar. If you happen to have a dog, like a golden retriever that has a big old fluffy tail, I love putting some oils on my hands and just rubbing them right down the tail, because as they walk around the house, they are a canine diffuser. And it works so well. It works great. Your dogs would be perfect for this, right? So that works. You can also rub them on their ears. You can drip them on their spine and just massage it in. You can diffuse the oils in the house so that I would highly recommend keeping your dogs in the house on the night of the 4th, because it is a well-known fact that there are the most runaway dogs on the night of the 4th, because they get scared and they bolt. So just prepare for it. Keep them in the house. Crate them if you must. If you've got family that are going in and out of the doors and they are not used to keeping track of dogs. But Tea Away would be my number one. What other oils do you guys love for calming and relaxing that we could use with our pets? Okay, peace and calming, absolutely. Yes, stress away. Absolutely. Let's just pass that one around, shall we? Because you just can't have too much. Lavender, absolutely. Okay, do you guys have some others that you love? I think CBD.
On the pets.
Awesome. And where do you apply it? Let them lick it. Okay.
Oh.
They won't, then I'm gonna shove it all over.
You help them lick it. Yes.
Or hide it in peanut butter.
There you go. There you go. So we really do have a ton of choices. I like all things though. I just say, think about it ahead of time and start preparing them so that you don't run into, a surprise at 10 p.m. when everything's going off. All right. The next section on our handout is really one of my favorites, because these are so quick and easy, and they're honestly one of the best conversation starters if you have company, or if you're going to a potluck for the 4th of July or anything. People will ask you, what is in this salad dressing? It tastes so good, because our Vitality oils make everything kind of light and fresh, but they have a huge pack of intense flavor. So it's a great way to introduce people to the idea that our oils are pure and they're potent and they're safe to eat. So we have the wild orange salad dressing. And this one is a cup of extra virgin olive oil, a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, a third of a cup of white balsamic vinegar, 1 or 2 drops of orange vitality, 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of orange blossom honey, and then a little sea salt and pepper to taste however strong you want it. So mix those ingredients together, everything except the olive oil, and then drizzle that in slowly and whisk it up and pour it over your salad. So that's a good
Where do
one.
you get that orange blossom honey? Never heard of
You know, honey comes in a lot of infused flavors. So I think depending on where you shop,
that. Why do you mix all of them together except for the olive oil?
because it's the thickest one. So you would save it for last so that they were all mixed and then whisk in the olive oil.
Separate. the
Yeah.
percent once using
I think
that.
so.
You could also just add a few extra drops of orange, I would think, for
You
the
absolutely could.
orange vitality.
Instead of the
the.
Yeah.
Just regular honey.
The other one, how many of you guys have made a Ningxia red salad dressing? Have you tried that? No? Oh, my word. Okay, this is the year, friends.
Have a salad day. and
We
have a bunch of
should.
Salads with different
Oh,
dressings.
We should.
Wouldn't that be fun?
A salad
Yeah,
bar.
that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
we can have a salad bar evening.
I think that'd be fun.
Yes.
And have the dressings already mixed into the
Yeah.
salad, so you can.
I love it. Or have plain greens
bring the
with lots of different salad or dressing choices and you could,
Mhm.
okay, you gotta put that on the calendar.
Right. I've never done dressing.
We can
so
do it.
That's fun.
We
We
can
have
do
two
it. If you guys
recipes here.
have a favorite Young Living infused salad dressing recipe, will you please let us know? And send it to one of us and then we'll put together,
We have a salad potluck.
that's right.
And
That's
They
right.
had
they
they
have
had
these
one at
too.
convention one year that was so good. I think I took a picture.
At
of
the
it.
farm?
Yeah. at the farm. It was
Oh.
Super good.
Look for that.
Ones this year repeated.
They were.
Were they?
I have pictures of those.
Okay,
Portions, but you know.
They had recipes.
that's okay. We can experiment. I don't think it's a science, right? You can't go wrong.
Copy the lavender lemonade off.
Oh, that one's 12 cups later.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
so,
could have that to go with the salad.
yeah, we could. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so for the Ningxia red vinaigrette, this one is also very easy. An ounce of Ningxia, about 3 drops of orange vitality, half an ounce of balsamic vinegar, and a half an ounce of extra virgin olive oil. Shake it and serve it. So you really cannot go wrong. If you have a favorite vitality oil flavor, mix it in. I mean, you could use black pepper if you wanted a little more heat. We didn't even get into grilling, but that's a whole nother fun arena of marinades. And I will never forget, I have a couple in Ankeny that used to do competitive grilling competitions. And their secret was that they injected their meat with black pepper oil
Ooh,
and they did
Oh,
really,
really?
really well.
will they inject it in different spots?
Yeah,
Okay,
And
Like
it
if it was a
would-
steak,
right,
they would do three,
right.
like 3 injections?
but I don't think it takes much
I don't think
for
so.
that to, yeah, but that was
Mhm.
their secret. And I
Wow.
was like, oh, very good. So, okay, so lots and lots more salad ideas, I am sure, but dressings are so easy, you guys, and they're way healthier to just shake up a little, you can just do a portion or 2 than to get salad dressing, and it's cheaper too. So,
Salad dressings have gone up,
Oh.
especially the organic.
For
ones,
real?
Like $7
Are
for
you
a bottle of
serious?
salad dressing.
it's,
$6 or
yeah, it's like a
$7.
delicacy.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of salads, though, I gotta tell you guys one other thing. When we were at convention, Brian and I bought a box of the new einkorn crunch that comes in the packets. And I am telling you what, it was not a convention product, but it is relatively new. So they come like this. They're the little einkorn berries that are roasted and they have a little bit of salt. And Brian made us salads today and I sprinkled this on top. You guys, I honestly didn't even care that I didn't have dressing. These
Wow.
tasted so good. So highly, highly, highly recommend.
Instead of croutons, that's
Yes,
great.
way,
Yeah.
way more economical.
You can pass that around.
I will.
And if you come back on Friday night, we will.
We
sample
will
those.
be
How about that?
sampling these.
So,
Brittany, is
for
that your
open house.
friend? Yay!
She has a friend here.
Awesome. I love it. Tell her she can pull a chair up if she wants to sit beside you, okay?
Do you want to come here?
Are these?
You can pull a chair right up.
About a month and a half, 2 months.
Here's
They
the,
came out at, like,
there's the lid for the stress away.
yeah, I got mine right after.
Yeah.
because I'm supposed to have good
I know.
So that's just a little encouragement for the Einkorn Crunch. Those things are wonderful. My only complaint is that they're tiny. And so if you pour a handful, I almost always have a few that stick between my fingers and they're kind of falling. But if you sprinkle them on a salad, great. I know, that's exactly what I did, Donna.
They kind of taste to me like the corn, you know.
Corn
the-
nuts.
Corn nuts.
Yes,
Oh, really?
Corn
They
nuts.
do,
They're not as far.
Yeah. they're
Right,
not as hard.
right.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Not as big.
good stuff. All right, the next category is our cool treats. So how many of you have ever made chia pudding? A couple of you. Did you say it doesn't sound good? It's so good, honestly.
I will
And
make some.
Brinley, you could make it. I kid you not. It is the easiest recipe. So we've made chia pudding where you just literally take chia seeds and add milk
Oh, yeah.
and stick it in the fridge and forget about it for a night, and you get it out the next morning, and it's
Mhm.
delicious. And then you can add berries or maple syrup or whatever, and it's so good for us. Okay, it really
Fibers,
is.
Good oils.
Yeah, it truly is a superfood. So this recipe I got really excited about because it combines chia and ningxia. So you can use 4 ounces of ningxia, so 2 packets, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. And I'm telling you what, they grow and they expand, so it does not take much.
Mhm.
And then a tablespoon of either honey or maple syrup, or whatever sweetener you might like. Mix that together, put it in the refrigerator. You're gonna want at least 4 hours, but I say overnight is probably best. And then when you get it out, just stir it up again. And like I said, top it with fresh fruit, top it with granola, whatever you want to. It's so delicious.
Are we still selling our young girl?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We're still buying it,
All right.
3 at a time every month.
So does it
Okay.
kind of taste like tapioca? The
Yes,
chia seeds,
it
but
does.
they're not crunchy. They're
No,
not-
they're not crunchy. So yeah, it has very much a tapioca texture. So it's kind of jelly. I mean, a little, but it is,
So it's almost like
Great.
yogurt.
I did drink.
yes.
I'm gonna have to try it.
Yeah, it's good though. And I think with the ningxia added, that would make it really fun. And then, of course, ningxia popsicles, which we talked about earlier. The easiest recipe for ningxia popsicles is to take one of these and put it in the freezer. Let it freeze. When you get it out, cut the top, and then you've got a little push pop and you just push it up and eat it. Okay, that's pretty simple. But if you want to get fancy, get yourself a popsicle form. Anybody have those at home? Yeah, I don't anymore, but if I did, you can mix ningxia and water and whatever vitality oil you want for the flavor. Put them in your popsicle forms, freeze them. So easy, okay? And then when your kids are eating those, you get the Mom of the Year award because it's a high antioxidant drink. It's not sugar laden with artificial colors. So
It sounds to me like it's really good for households that don't have it.
it would.
Mhm.
We
If
don't-
you're
we
a
don't have
gardener,
popsicle holders, we're going.
boom. If you're a gardener, you need a cool treat
Popsicle molds.
afterwards, right?
And you're getting the oils in it.
Exactly.
And you're getting the sunscreen diet in it.
Right on. Winning, right? Okay, so tell me what other cool treats, so food wise, what else have you guys seen or tried that I did not, I only listed 2. So do you guys have other ideas?
I think the girls tried Minute Minutia ice cream because they just bought a plate that freezes and then you just.
Oh,
put
like
whatever you want
rolled
on it.
Ice cream roller plate, yeah.
Oh,
Get out.
Fast.
Ellie
I mean,
loves it.
it.
Do you
goes-
plug it in?
No, it's just a plate.
You stick it in
You
the
pull
freezer
it
and
out of the
it's-
freezer and
Okay.
you pour whatever you want in it and then just push it
Oh,
back and
how
forth over the
fun.
plate and it's ice cream.
You've done it with me.
Whoa.
I haven't. but I'm just
Okay.
thinking,
If you
cool
make-
treats,
Sorry.
that would be
Put-
like, I don't know
put
how
Ellie
Minutia
on
would
that
taste
one.
like with
If you mix it
raw
with
milk or
heavy
something.
cream.
Yeah,
Or
that's
heavy
what I mean.
cream.
So it had a dairy
Yep,
kind
and
of
that would
thick.
cut some of the acidity of the ningxia.
Then it would be like a berry ice cream.
Yeah,
If
that
you
would
like
be-
strawberries or you like
Yeah.
something.
Will you try that and
that'd
post
be-
pictures?
Or bring
Yeah,
it to
Or
our
ask,
salad bar.
ask
maybe.
Ellie.
Well, Ellie's in Houston.
Oh, that's right.
But, but,
Blueberries.
No.
yeah,
Okay,
that's right. she
That's
had
a,
blueberry
that's a
from-
good idea.
But we'll try it, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
that sounds
we'll do a
amazing.
little video. or
Yeah, I
something,
think
see if it
ice
works.
cream, I mean, even in the freezer, if you added a few
Yeah.
tablespoons would be delicious.
Cause we used to love doing the Yonana, which is. where you
Oh,
take
yeah, frozen bananas.
And just squish it through and you can add chocolate or berries or
Yep.
frozen strawberries and that ends up being like an ice cream.
Yeah, I
I
used
love
to
it.
add cacao powder and peppermint vitality to that to make like a peppermint chocolate banana ice cream.
Then you can
And
put
then if you
extra
wanna go home
sweetener.
and make all this.
No.
You know what's good?
So we need an ice cream day, a salad
Yes.
day.
Okay, are you taking notes? Cause
Yeah, I
we
got it
need
in
to
my
remember
notes.
these.
All right, I will.
I actually, in my private group, we just did a whole thing on recipes for ice cream.
Did you? Oh, share that, would you? That'd be amazing. That sounds like summer, like the epitome of summer. I love it. Okay, good. So we've got ice cream. What else are we missing? Marinades, you know, those aren't really treats, I guess, but do use those vitality oils. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
popcorn is
yeah.
so good. And you need popcorn when you watch fireworks.
Yeah,
That's
we
kind of
did-
mandatory.
we do freeze those. So we used to make, I don't know if you guys remember from the beginning, we made a carob, coconut, honey
Yes.
with peppermint, and then we would freeze them.
Like fudge
And,
almost.
and it would be like a, yeah, and
Or
it would come
balls.
out of,
It was
no, you cut them
cut
ahead
it,
of
right?
time.
mostly coconut based. but
Okay.
It was almost like a
Coconut
coconut bar.
shreds. So it'd be like a peppermint coconut bar,
Ooh,
chocolate, a chocolate peppermint.
And
And
then,
we would do it with carob, because that's
right,
sometimes.
right.
then you just cut them and then you kind of gnaw.
I like it.
My teeth are pretty strong.
Yeah.
They were really good.
I forgot
And
about that.
the peppermint made them even better for
Hey.
hot days. So
We could do a salad bar one day, do a dessert bar.
Amen.
Yeah.
Hey, just all I can say is capture these ideas. This space is for everybody. So when you think of a class idea, we just want you to do it. That's the whole goal here. Okay, I think we need to move on from food. Otherwise, Skyla's gonna need to go get something to eat. Exactly. Okay, let's talk about one of the biggest universal needs for the 4th of July and the entire summer, and that is sun protection. So we can talk about both prevention and like recovery, because we know some of us are gonna be silly and just get burned, right? Because it happens. So let's talk about prevention first. We've already covered some of that with Ningxia Red, because antioxidants help our body's natural fighting power. The other thing that helps is eliminating sugar and those processed foods that deplete our ability to process all that sun. So our diet is actually our #1 defense against sunburn, believe it or not. So Super B, I'm a big fan of that. Happen to grab a bottle of that. If you are not familiar, you can pass that one around. Super B is our happy supplement. If you feel a little down, vitamin B complex is awesome for helping elevate your mood. If you want to have exciting pee, you should take Super B. And as soon as your pee is not exciting, you'll know you forgot, right? Some of you really enjoyed that. Thank you. It's a true story, though. It's like the best indicator ever if you forgot to take your supplements. So drink your Ningxia Red in a respectable quantity to flood your body with those antioxidants, and that will help with prevention. What else am I missing
So
for
there's two other
prevention?
supplements that not necessarily we have.
Okay,
One
that's
is-
all right.
One is L-tyrosine, which is an amino acid.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay, one is L-tyrosine, and it might be, I need to check and see if it's in our amino-wise. But if you take like a 500 milligram L-tyrosine, it helps the melanin come out in the skin. and
Okay.
So you tan more than you burn. And the other one is astaxanthin, which is just another antioxidant in addition to the antioxidants in Ningxia. Astaxanthin,
AST?
yeah, like it sounds.
ZANTHEN. That's
Either iron, I think
Iron,
at the end.
okay.
Astaxanthin. So those are great, and
perfect.
in addition to Super V, but like the Ningxia, when you want it up to like 6 or plus ounces. So with the bees, you want to up the bees
Big time.
as well.
And
So,
do it ahead of time. So
Couple
you're,
of days
so
ahead of
you're
time.
building up to whenever you're gonna have massive sun exposure, not just,
No, I was gonna make a comment. I was wondering if some of the new convention products is like really high.
All the Ningxia greens might be helpful
Yeah.
too, because they
Yeah,
have all
that's
the
a
high
good idea.
antioxidants.
I start incorporating that one.
good.
And I did not do that. I was gonna show you
Oh.
my back earlier this year.
That was here, wasn't it?
Huh?
Before, that, wasn't that before we?
That was before
Went to
convention.
convention.
So,
This is what not to
This is what
do.
not to do. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that was my back and my first day out in the sun. And I was picking dandelion
That
out
was
of the
preparing
grass
for
and I just didn't want to
graduation.
stop. So when she talks about the aftercare stuff,
Then,
that is what happens if you don't drink your Ningxia and take all the other stuff. But then the after sun stuff does help with that. I
It-
never peeled. I
it
never-
does. So let's talk about,
Never peeled. I never.
let's
peeled.
talk about recovery here. So I have a couple of big time favorites. Ooh. And this one just came in the mail to, well, it actually came in the mail while I was at convention, but I just unboxed it today. So two of my favorites, this is the Lavaderm spray. Okay, and this is great for sunburn. It's great for any other kind of skin issue too. And then we have the Lavaderm After Sun spray. So this one goes on white and
So you should pop it on fawn first. Did you know that? It mixes it somehow.
I don't know.
It takes a second. That one's tricky.
Okay, let's pass this one first, shall we? I was gonna just show you how it's white and it'll take 6 years, but
Yeah, that one.
it does take a while. Just like my, what else did I just open recently? And I thought, oh my stars, this is defective. But no, after 172 pushes, it started. Annie, I'm gonna give this to you. There you go. You be my pumper. I'm gonna cramp in my finger.
So the after sun is what I used.
Okay,
over and over and over
perfect.
again. And then I also learned something different, when I was had to give a speech somewhere. She's trying to.
I know. It'll come. So this one is clear and has,
It's basically aloe
Lavender.
vera.
We'll all try.
Aloe
We'll
vera
just
and
pass
lavender.
around.
Okay.
Is it 4 ounces?
Yeah,
it sure can be,
Yeah.
yes.
it
But
can
this
also be
one
for
goes on,
anything.
Lots of
Creamy.
aloe
sweet.
vera.
like it's got, yeah,
Is this a little more
The extra-
cooling maybe too than that one?
I would say so.
Yeah, that's what I.
The other tip that I love is storing the Lavaderm in the refrigerator. And honestly, you could probably store either of
Yeah.
them in the refrigerator, but that feels,
You got it.
So.
yay, thank you, Annie.
Show
Yeah.
them in the mirror how, or the.
There we go.
Over
If
to
you
the
want to test it
camera.
out, feel free to. put
So
some on your arm or
it's
your leg.
technically a
Wanna try it.
liquid, but then it sprays as a gel and then it turns back to a liquid on your skin. They
Isn't
kind of
that cool?
talked about the science of that convention, but
It will go clear.
it does go.
Yeah.
It's not super heavy.
But it's very, oh, you've got some real sun there
I
to
do
put it
have some
on.
real sun.
Perfect.
I just tried, so.
Oh,
And I was
well,
gonna
you
say-
can try the other one on your other shoulder.
There was
See
a
which one
homemade
works
trick
best.
that one of the gals told me at this place in Creston, and she said, take apple cider vinegar, like the raw apple
Yes.
cider vinegar with the mother and on a cotton ball and also spread that all over your burn,
Okay,
and it takes the sting out.
Okay.
And sometimes this will, but mine was so deep that this was, even though this was healing it and it wasn't
It was
healing,
still
it was still stinging.
stinging. Okay,
And so I put apple cider vinegar on it, boom,
perfect.
it was, the stinging part was done, and then this stuff did the healing. Yeah.
Mineral essence will also.
Mineral essence will do that too?
Awesome. Oh, yes.
I haven't tried that.
I would say probably similar. Yeah, she told me about it years ago that she was in Florida and got burned. The other thing for the after sun spray is it works on bad bites. So I had, like that, well, I had what did I tell you? It was a deer tick. A deer-
Yes.
A
deer
deer
fly.
fly bite. And
Oh, that
it's-
was ugly
Yeah, it
too.
was bad. And, that helped take the. sting.
Perfect.
The green label?
Yeah,
The after
The
sun spray, yeah.
the white one.
I
okay.
could not get it to poop either, so I just smeared some of the heat.
Dumped it.
All over. It worked.
You did.
You
About
know, I
100.
tried, I don't know what possessed me to do it, but I had hydrosol sitting there that you put on your face.
The whirlwind.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Royal Hawaiian Hydrosol, and to me, that's just cooling. And I actually
Mhm.
sprayed that on my chest and my
Oh,
arms,
that would be
and I did
luxurious.
not feel using that.
Good idea.
That is very cooling too.
Yeah.
Add to the cooling section of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm adding that to my list.
Well, Clariderm would help too, though. if you want it,
Yes,
But it's a more costly option.
but if you've got it, use it.
Mm.
Okay, perfect. Any questions or any more after sun ideas? You can definitely put those in the comments.
So Michelle says lavender spray saved her during 2 bouts of shingles.
Oh,
Wow.
Michelle, that's a good tip. We've had a lot of people have those, so thank you.
And she also used it on her dog for his allergies.
Okay,
Lavender spray.
perfect.
Wow.
Good idea.
Michelle, if you want to share how you did that, that'd be
Because it
awesome.
has lavender,
If you just
lavender
sprayed
in
it on
it,
his
so
own.
that would make sense.
Yeah,
never thought about
I
that.
didn't either.
Michelle Coffee.
Coffee.
Yes.
I use the lavender after sun spray a lot in my face routine because I have, I'll do a face scrub and my face will get really red every time. And then I'll put that on after because it's got aloe
To cool
and it's very soothing. And that way I don't have to mix a bunch of lavender into my other creams, which is what I would have done before. That's all in one step and it's soothing and it's not super heavy.
it. Yeah.
It's not sticky, it's not super heavy, but it's heavy enough that after I've cleaned off my face, gives it the moisture back that you need. So if you don't, it'll
That's a
overdo
great
it.
idea.
So I use that regularly in my face routine year round.
Oh,
For that.
good thinking. I love it. Love it, love it.
And as I say, the sunscreen you can use as a makeup underneath your makeup too.
Yes.
And it's very
Yes.
moisturizing.
Oh, that makes sense that that's the one thing.
It
I
is.
also
Make
forgot.
the sunscreen thinner. Put it in heat. It needs to be in heat and then it'll, and then I don't push it out with the cap on it. I unscrew the cap and just let it go through the little
A
hole
little bit, okay.
You can,
because it's too hard to get through the cap. But if it's warm or like you're out in the sun with it in your bag, it's gonna be easy to, or you step on it and keep your hand right there.
That's my only thing is it's so thick going
Yeah.
on.
well, and what I do is I put,
It soaks in fast.
yeah, you want to leave it like 15 minutes before you put makeup on, or it will just cake
Grease.
and cake
Okay.
everything. I even put the mattifying primer on top of it. I like to make it sit, and then I put the mattifying primer so that it doesn't get so greasy with my powder stuff. But for the sunscreen, if you're just doing it on your face, you can squeeze it out into your hand and just rub it around
Your
in a
hand
circle.
warm it up.
Let your hand warm it up, and that way you can dab it and just put the amount you need, and you don't over apply because it's really easy to get too much on your face and then you're all greasy and it takes
Like a
forever.
ghost.
Yep. So that way you can control, and the rest of it, you rub on the back of your hands and on your arms.
And didn't you have a story about like you put it everywhere except for one place and then you got burnt that place?
Yeah, I was hiking in Colorado a couple years ago, and I was just putting it like here and on my face because I was under my makeup, and I forgot one day to put it on my arms, and I burned really bad on my arms, but not on my face, which was crazy because I hiked all day, and it's only typically sunscreen only lasts a little bit, but for some reason it was enough through the hotter part of the day that I didn't burn anywhere else,
Wow,
and so now I put it everywhere. It's the whole thing, but
good thinking.
yeah.
Cool. Good. All right, well, let's wrap this up with probably the most universal request. I think they start coming in about April in our group. What do you use for bug spray? What do you use for your pets? So all of the outdoor spray, insect repellent, tick repellent, that kind of thing. We have awesome answers for that, you guys. So I put 2 recipes on here for you, and I'm actually going to make both of these tonight because we need to replenish our own supply. And usually if I have anything left over from the previous summer, I never throw it out. I will just leave it in the bottle and I add to it and just refresh it. Those oils are not going to be, if they might be slightly diminished if they're a year old, but they're not bad by any means. So I just keep those. So I like these bottles. These are glass. I don't know, are they 4 ounce? Something like that. And they work really well. They have a nice kind of a heavy duty spray on here. Ooh, there's even a little left. Did you see that? So we're going to use these. I'm going to make one of the outdoor spray recipes and one of the tick repellent. That's little straw, it's not very long, but that's okay. So,
And another hack is the spray
Yes.
that I discovered, the fruit and veggie spray, the little sprayer fits on some of those.
Does it
dogs.
really?
Yes.
ooh,
Yes,
that is
I
a
was
good
super
hack.
excited to
So
try
would
it.
that be the same as this size? Probably.
Probably.
Hey, the other thing that we didn't talk about, this thieves spray, I love this stuff for after bite to take out the itch. This is I carry these things everywhere with me. When I had shingles, this was a great friend because it just provided a lot of relief. But surface cleaning, obviously, if you get in a pinch, you can use it on your hands.
And then you can
So-
use, I'm looking at your tip recipe and I've
Yes.
never tried geranium, so I'm really excited because you could probably spray that on dogs too.
Oh,
and,
for sure.
But
Absolutely.
we were watching somebody's dog and it had a tick. And so we put, I think peppermint, we just stuck
Okay,
it on the
yep.
back of the tick
To make it.
and it backed right out
Retract.
and we were able to grab it, which is good for all of us because if you twist and pull,
Right.
sometimes that ticks, that's where, you can get the other stuff
Yeah.
in your body and you don't want that. And I had Lyme many years ago, so
Yes, you don't want to mess around with that.
I didn't know how to remove ticks properly, right?
And peppermint seems way easier than what my parents always did, which was to light a match and blow it out and lay the burned match on the back of the tick.
That's what we still
Which
do.
was super exciting when it's in your hair and you're afraid your mom's gonna catch your hair on
That's what I
fire.
do.
Yeah, I'm sure that they
Now
still
you
do.
have a better way. Write it
Yeah.
down.
But this works really good. Okay, so
No more matches.
here. So we're gonna use some water. I know that the recipe calls for witch hazel. I did not have any of that at home, so I will either add it later or I'll just punt because I do that a lot. So basically, I'm gonna fill this 4-ounce bottle about half full with water. And Brinley, are you gonna tell me when I'm halfway? There we go. Does that look good? All right, perfect. So about halfway with water, and then we're gonna use thieves, lemon, rosemary, and citronella. Okay. Are you good at counting? Yeah. Okay, will you help me count to 20? This is a team effort here, okay? And it can be plus or minus 10, okay? So, 1.
Good, a little faster.
Perfect.
Do you like this better than purification
I do.
for bugs?
For prevention. And I'll tell you, one of the reason I'm making this is because I am going to be seeing my parents tomorrow, and Dad still puts up hay regularly in the summer. And he said that the outdoor spray helps keep all the insects that fly up out of the hayfield off. So this one is going to Dad. All right, you ready? We're gonna do it again.
Do you mind if I videotape?
I would love that. Oh, it's going. Okay, how many are we? 3, 4, 7, 8, 12, 13, 19, 20. I was not paying attention. Lemon flows pretty quick. Okay, let's do citronella next. Ready? This is kind of fun. I'm so glad you're here. Okay. Oh, that lid. Okay, ready? 1. This one's slow. Isn't that funny? There's probably a whole science lesson we could have tonight on why some oils drip quickly and some oils go slowly. And clearly Skyla is still looking for the perfect solution to familial tremors. See how those drops have to catch the bottle? It's pretty exciting. Good work. Thank you. Okay, that's
That's
it. And so then if you've got witch hazel, you would add another 2 ounces. That would fill this up to the top. So then each time you use it, not just the first time, but each time you're gonna want to shake it up, distribute those oils again. And, you smell that? Does that smell yummy? Yes, it's great. Dad will appreciate that one. Okay. Now, the next one is specifically for tick prevention. And this one, we're going to use geranium. I think I would add a little peppermint too, just because I like the smell of it and I think the ticks hate it. So, but this, let me tell you, there's a lot of ways we can use this stuff. My least favorite way is straight out of the bottle. I will just say, because it's thick and it's oily.
Yeah,
And I can't remember.
complaining
And,
about
and
that.
I would rather spray it and not have to touch it.
Yeah.
It works awesome. I just don't want to touch it. Okay, so we're going to put in almost the entire bottle. I don't know if this will all fit. Let's see, we don't have to count drops here. We just have to fill it.
Just take the top off.
And, well, that's a thought. Britta. Also, though, you know what? I'm not gonna do it all because I don't have a big enough bottle. So if you notice on the recipe, it said to add 7 ounces of water.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm using, I think this one called for a 20-ounce bottle.
Oh, okay.
This is a 4-ounce bottle. So we're gonna make a miniature recipe.
Oh, 'cause you have to-
Okay. This table is never gonna have a tick problem. Sweet. Okay, so then that means we're gonna do about 20 drops of geranium. We know how to count to 20, right? Okay, ready? Here, oh, I'm not gonna put that on my pants though, because that's way. Okay, ready? Here we go. Hold on.
Gotta go, real sorry.
You want just to have the little drops?
Perfect. Good work. Yeah, I think it said 40.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, and then we're gonna add water.
Did you have your peppermint?
Nope. All right. Perfect. So now Farmer Larry is not going to get ticks or bugs when he's putting up hay. And that's a good thing. And this, you'll notice, comes out so nice and this hand stays clean. So we have the best tools. Just put them in containers that will make it easy for you to, yeah, you can pass that around if you
Now
want to.
remember which one's which, Skylar.
Yeah, I will. White is ticks, and I will label those because you know Skylar loves to make labels.
White has an iron thickness.
Dad will get a piece of masking tape because that's how Skylar rolls. True story. Okay.
And then the bug wipes do come in.
Oh, yeah.
Individual packets.
Yes,
When you're hiking, we used to just take one out, like rub it on the jeans and like
good idea. I
Give it to
always forget
everybody.
about those.
stick
So,
it in my backpack.
yes, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
It is really helpful. So, do you guys feel ready for the 4th of July now?
Oh, yeah.
And the whole summer?
Yeah.
And he's like, I got my punch recipe. I'm good to go. No,
We didn't talk about hangovers, so.
oh, yes. I don't really know anything. I've never had one.
So amino wise.
Amino wise. Okay, Britta, turn that thing around and teach us about hangover.
I don't know for a fact,
That was a big.
but our friend Dana told me
Oh,
that
yes, she would. know.
she was drinking, the next day, they did a lot of Big Red and Amino Wise together. So
And-
just for recovery and it
And isn't
Salt
lemon
a
oil
lot.
Orange too, the citrus.
The citrus oils.
Yeah,
So you can take a detox bath. I do believe I've read that somewhere
but orange and lemon and water is amazing.
down the hatch. Okay, So-
just straight.
drinking it.
Straight in the
Nice.
water, yeah.
The Vitality drops are another option
Mhm.
because they have the electrolytes in them. So really anything with electrolytes is what you're looking for.
Just flood your body with good stuff again.
Yeah, I had a class reunion unfortunately the night before a parade.
Oh,
Fourth
dear.
of July parade that my kids were walking in and I was just drinking like crazy, the orange and the lemon. And I made it to the fireworks.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
That
And-
is,
And something special about our sunscreen, a couple of things is, number one, you can tan through it.
yes.
So it doesn't block everything. It only blocks the
bad
bad rays.
stuff.
And, which is great, because some of us like a little bit of
Mhm.
color. And then also, it's one of the only that is reef friendly, like
Yes.
it's approved in Hawaii, and there's very few sunscreens that you can use in Hawaii, because they're also so toxic for the ocean and the animals and the coral reefs. But ours is approved in that way, which is awesome.
That is unique.
And the other thing is that it doesn't have nano zinc particles. And most of the other sunscreens have nano zinc. And ours has still zinc oxide, it still comes out white, but ours won't go into the bloodstream. And so there's a lot that we don't know about nano particle kind of stuff. And so we believe that there can be some toxicity to putting on a regular sunscreen that has zinc nanoparticles. So, safe for babies all the way up.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Do you have something?
Yeah, there's been several studies about carbonation in hangovers as well. So like drinking Zing afterwards, hydrated,
Is good.
and carbonation, yes, has been shown in various studies to help lessen the effects of a hangover.
And are these your
Pouring it into
studies?
your drink while
And
you're
some
drinking
people
it.
say that actually like drinking,
Like rum and coke would have the bubbly from the coke.
there
or
is even
So
like
rum
a.
and zinc.
If you
That's-
drink a
So we don't
wine,
need to do the whole punch, we can just do rum and zinc.
there you go. Or if you
There you
drink
go.
Who's
wine,
gonna be our test group?
you could pour a
Oh, look
carbonated
at
beverage.
me. Andy?
Hey, I'll join you. Kirk, for sure, I'll join you.
See, that's another class right there, you guys. We have to do it on Zoom, so no one has to drive, but it's gonna be a lot of fun.
class. Let's see, we'll start at noon,
Right?
Do our salad bar. and our-
There you go.
and
and then by 6, when everybody needs something.
There you go. Oh my
I know.
goodness. All right,
Sleepover
so
class, everybody has to
That's what I
sleep
think,
over,
it's
bring-
the party.
there you
bring your
go.
sleep-
Jammies in July.
Jammies in July, there you go. Everybody bring your sleeping bag, we're all gonna sleep in someone's basement.
Goodness. Well, you guys, thank you so much. I hope that this was at least partially educational and mostly a lot of fun. It is good to see you. Kudos to those of you who left your screens on so I can see your
Yes.
gorgeous faces.
And come back
Um,
Friday.
Hey, tell
So-
us who's
Come
on.
here. Tell us
Oh,
who's on.
well, why don't you guys unmute yourselves?
Yeah, introduce-
Let me turn this so you can see who's here. Lisa, do you want to start and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Lisa Williamson and I am in Creston.
Woo woo.
Preston.
Preston, okay, somebody can go next. Anybody? Someone just
I'm
left.
Marla.
I ain't gonna tell Ryan.
Hi, gang. It's Diane Heckert. You knew me as Diane Carr years ago. I'm
Oh,
still in Des Moines.
Oh my gosh, so good to see you.
So good to see you all.
Okay, there's an overwhelming demand for you to come to a class in person, Diane.
That's
So,
right.
do you still live in the metro?
Yeah, I'm in the same home. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
well, we're having a party here Friday night, so if you're free, 6 until 8, right? We're gonna do
Okay.
all the new convention products, so we'd love to see
Cool.
you.
Well, thank you. I'll see if I can make it.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, who's next?
Hi, I'm Paula Hamilton. I'm from Brookville, Missouri, so I'm a long way.
Hi, Paula.
Hi.
Long drive, isn't it?
It is. It
Yeah.
is. She has done it. It's great to see you.
Just wish
Okay.
I could have been at convention with you.
I know. Next
Next
year,
year.
Paula.
Maybe next year.
Let's see. Marla, do you want to go next?
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, hi, I'm Marla McFarland. I'm from Afton, Iowa, and I was at convention with you. Yay.
So glad.
And I'm Sandy Rogers. I'm from Pleasant Hill.
Hi, Sandy.
Hi.
And who do we have on the front porch?
Christine Nightingale from Mountain Grove, Missouri.
Awesome.
Wow.
Hi, Christine.
Hi.
More
Welcome.
Missourians.
No kidding. And
Michelle says she just woke up. I don't think.
And
she's coming on
Michelle
camera.
Coffey from Johnston, Iowa. Everybody give her a hand. Yay. Sneaking in an
That
afternoon
means you
nap.
have to come Friday, Michelle.
There you go. We'd love to see you here, Michelle.
And anybody else who wants to road trip up?
That's right. That's right. Very good. Well, you guys, thank you so much for being here in person. I hope you feel prepared and ready for some summer. You're an awesome counter. Thank you for helping me. So our next event is Friday night. We're doing a showcase and social, which means we're showcasing all the new convention stuff and sampling.
And
So
then next week you have one on Wednesday, right?
Wednesday, we'll cover all the community products, which will teach on it. yes.
More information on the convention products next Wednesday.
So, and if you're in Creston, next Wednesday, Lisa and Cammie and I are going to be doing a class down there. So all you Northern Missouri, Southern Iowa friends, meet us at the library. Right, Lisa? Is that where we are?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. That's going to be fun. So it's called Divide and Conquer, people. Everybody go teach somewhere every week.
There you go.
So, all right. Well, thank you, you guys. Appreciate you being
Bye.
here. And I definitely
Enjoy your
appreciate you guys
4th of
being here.
July. Happy 4th.
Bye, guys.
When you walk in there.
Oops, I guess I have to stop the recording.